let's have a quick talk on fishing. So all of these are items. So tuning fork, meh. What this does is it shows you where the fishing nodes are. Now, in a lot of cases, you can already see them. Where this becomes a benefit though, is that if you are trying to find like a pond and you've got to go, ponds sometimes only have 1 or 2 nodes, and you've got to run between multiple ponds to be able to do your fishing via the nodes if you're looking for the nodes. And so this would actually let you know before you get to the pond whether there's going to be a node there or not. So you could divert and go somewhere else. It would just save you a bit of time like that. But in most cases, you already know where they're going to be. The benefit of this is that you can sell it for 4,500 coin. And that would be my suggestion to you. When you get it, sell it. Okay, these are definitely of benefit. Your time boost, your health boost, your recovery boost, all of these are definitely useful. The one I primarily use 90% of the time is the size boost, because what that does is it makes the brackets that are around when you're pulling your fish in, it makes them bigger. And therefore allowing you more space for your fish to be able to move without you losing the fish overall. The speed boost just means that the fish will take the hook a bit quicker. So even though it's still the 3 bobs that you currently have to get a fish, it will make the bobs a lot closer together. So you just get it at just able to pull it in a bit quicker. The recovery boost is about your rod and how quickly that deteriorates. Okay, so sorry, the recovery booster is the one for when your bar is going down, how fast it comes back up again. So when you're fishing and the fish goes outside the line, the bar goes down a little bit each time it goes outside the lines. And so what this does is it's the speed that will recover with each one. So if you're using the size boost, this would be the preferable one, because this would still keep your brackets very small, and so of course the fish would go out more often. So having it recover faster, if that's your cup of tea, go for it. So all of these do have special characteristics, but for me, the size boost is the golden one, and what I use the most. So that would be my suggestion to you, but you guys, you do you, and see how you go with that. Still trying to get my giant cosy fingers for me. What are we going to get? Oh, not a giant goldfish. See how big my brackets are around my fish just then? So you saw how big that bracket was. So let me show you what happens when we take the rod off. So we can unequip from here. And when we unequip, when you see me catching it, you watch, I'll get the giant goldfish now because then I won't be able to pull it in. But when we actually pull this back in again, you'll see how much smaller the brackets are around the bubble. So see how much smaller they are? So it shows you the difference between having it equipped and not having it equipped. But I thought I will take a minute to be able to show you guys a bit more of fishing. So especially when it comes to nodes. Node fishing is very different from not fishing in a node. So the first one we're going to do is going to be a node, and you'll get to see the difference. Normally what it is, so take your finger off, put your finger back on again, take your finger off, put your finger back on again, take your finger off, still follow the fish, put your finger back off, on. And it just makes it so much easier doing the on-off method when you're trying to fish, rather than just trying to pull the fish straight in. You have a bit more control and you just sit and wait for it, especially if it starts going a little bit crazy. That wasn't mine, never mind. Especially if it goes a little bit crazy when you're trying to pull it in. It can sometimes pay just to take your finger off and let the fish settle down, and then you can start pulling it back in again. So I'll show you. I won't take my finger off, I'll keep it on the whole time. This one's not going to be very active though, but it's just going to stay within the lines. Some fish have fight, some don't. albino eels don't at the best of times, even if they're star quality. So let's just see what we get here, if we get something else. Oh, another albino eel. So you don't need to very much to do anything really with them. But a chum bucket means everything. Oh, it's daily rummage poles too. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Okay, what are we going to fish with? I'm just going to fish with a worm, I think. See what we're going to get. So what will happen here, guys, is that, and I'm going to end up fast forwarding through or doing this at 2 times speed, but I just want to talk to you about this before we carry on. That was the wrong button. Let's try that again. So up here, you'll see that we are on 3 times fishing with friends. So this isn't because we're in a party. It is because there are multiple people here fishing together. When someone catches a fish, it increases by 1 until a maximum of 5. And then you've got your countdown of how long that's going to last for. And you can also see there it's like 10 minutes real time. So let's make the most of what we've got in front of us. Once you find a fish, you tend to catch them at the first time, maybe even if you want to make sure that you're catching well, pretty normal, you find catching here. So they all had multiple times in this photo, so it's no longer opposing each of us, as once you start catching them, you tend to catch them. Always a pain in the neck.